feel paralyzed sometimes by inadequacies that I place inside my own head. It's like I know I have this thing, this greatness, this space inside of myself that tells me who I am, that tells me that God really got my back. But then there's this energy that tries to come in and pull me away from the very thing that's trying to get me to be my most free self. As I go deeper and deeper into it, I ask myself, is this like a God and devil of my mind? Is this a tug of war? Is this me playing a game against myself? Even in asking the questions, or do I just tell myself exactly what I am? Do I just command that energy from me? Do I command myself where to go? Do I command myself when to do something? Command myself when to wake up? Command myself when to sleep? Command myself when to execute and move out on something, and know that what's going to align for me is already set up for me to win. And why do I keep imagining myself or getting into some reality where I don't see myself winning, where I see some heartbreak or some pain or some thing that keeps me or makes me feel like I'm stuck, makes me feel like there isn't some light at the end of the tunnel, makes me feel like my losses are just losses and there is no balance coming in. My losses are just me and who I am. My losses are they're just really the journey. My losses are my wins at the same time. My losses are the things that I kept repeating that I knew wasn't working for me. The energy that I kept walking to, knowing that it's not helping me to grow. The growth is in the process, but the growth can be a lot faster. The growth can come in so much quicker if I just tap into the things that nurture me and make me feel supreme, make me feel like my best self, make me feel heavenly on the inside. Because if I keep going to that energy that creates imbalance, that makes me feel pain in my body, that makes me feel like I got stiff bones, that makes me feel like there's depression on my mind and there's some space that I can't get off my heart, that makes me feel like I have poor relationships, that makes me feel like I'm not doing that thing as a woman, as a mother, as a partner. I am working on not being lost in that reality, to where I bring in reflection. I bring in a space where I don't hold on to the pain. I see it. I observe it. I feel it. I breathe, and I breathe it out. I breathe out that energy. I breathe out that thing that tries to. I breathe out that energy that pulls me into my light and my dark and brings that into balance. Who knows that that lesson was just a blessing. And I don't have to be torn down or broken down continuously from something that went, in my mind, negative. Because we're only telling ourselves what it is. If you tell yourself how to think, if you tell yourself what to believe, if you tell yourself you have joy, if you tell yourself what heaven looks like for you, then you create it. But if you tell yourself that every relationship that I had was a failure, then that's what you're telling yourself, that every relationship that I have will be a failure. You're not a failure. You are a winner. You've always been a winner. You being here made you a winner. God brought you here. So you being alive is the winner. You being alive is the breakthrough. You being alive, that's the key word, alive. That's it. I'm alive. I was just born again. I just went through that canal again. I'm alive. I'm alive. And that's all that matters, is that I'm alive. I'm living. Everything that we hear and everything that we think we know is something from somebody else's mind and world and reality. So it's like, I was born. All right, I'm here. What do I gravitate to when I'm here? I gravitate to nature. I gravitate to those leaves outside, to that sun. It's bright. Even to a cloudy day, because I know I'll rest well. I gravitate to energy and people who I can thrive around, people who I can smile in my inner self. I gravitate to walking, swimming, breathing. I gravitate to the simplest things in nature because I'm natural. I'm a natural woman. I gravitate to life. And when I keep telling myself that I got to do this thing, or I got to do that thing, or I got to continuously push myself towards some thing that I create in my imagination, it's like, this outside reality creates your imagination. So take what you see and build your imagination. I know I want to be surrounded by flowers. If I get a home, I want flowers everywhere because they're beautiful. The colors are bright. It's alive. It's energy. It changes with the seasons. It changes with the environment. And sometimes it bears fruit. Sometimes the fruit doesn't come. But where does the fruit come? The fruit comes in the sun. The fruit comes when you're watered and you got that rain. The fruit comes continuously, over cycles, quickly. I want to grow like that. I want to grow like the flowers and the food in Jamaica. I want to grow continuously, over and over again, where I create life. It goes into the ground again, or it recreates itself over and over again. You want a life where you're recreating your energy, blossoming it, where it can pour into you over and over again. You want that for yourself. You want that for yourself. You want that energy that pours into you. You want that energy that fills you up and nurtures you and allows you to thrive and allows you to be where you can just be yourself, where you can just be one with yourself, be one in this universe, a part of all beings who are just being themselves, who's just connecting to the earth, and then you thrive. You're not surviving anymore, you're thriving. You're growing and growing and growing, and you keep growing. You just keep growing. That's all there is to it. Grow.